Directly to load up. Directly from here to load up. We cannot be late. We're the first ones to go out. Tardiness can get us in trouble. We cannot be tardy. So please don't go up the street first and then come back. Go straight to load out. Oh, I'm supposed to have somebody filming me. Oh, hey, how you doing? Please go directly to load out when you leave. Well done job last week. We were Fantastic Plus again. That's because of the fantastic drivers that some of you are. Please continue to be fantastic. This only helps you and it helps us too. So please today is the last day of the week. Make today better than the rest of the week. That means the ones that like to get those frivolous violations, please let today be one of those days. Take your time in your van, drive the speed limit no more than 5 miles an hour over any speed limit. If you do not know what the speed limit is, wait to see a speeding sign. Highway 60 until you know it's 65. I hope that's following through. 60 until you know it's 65. In some areas of the highway, the speed limit changes. The closer you are to a city, the speed limit is going to be between 50 and 60. It's not going to be no more than that, ever. It's not going to be 65 going through Waterbury. So automatically slow your speed. In between those cities, it might be 65. In the city, residential, it's 25 miles an hour. So don't go faster than 30 until you see a speeding sign that says 40. You see what I'm saying? That way you don't end up getting a frivolous violation. Some people saw the speeding sign and still picked up speed. I don't know how we do that, but please, those speeding, we cannot get these speeding frivolous. The majority of you are great drivers. You follow the rules perfectly. That's what makes you who you are. It's those 1 or 2 or 3 people that still haven't caught on that these violations are going to hurt you eventually. Amazon is going to take the action for us. So we don't want that to happen to any of you. All of you are good people, but that don't mean that you're a good driver or you're a good deliverer because you're a good person. So please, when I come to you, say, well, I'm a good guy. You might be, but your driving is not good. So that means we need you to be good people and good drivers. I think those two things go together, and that's going to help us. Make sure it's going to rain today, people. Prepare yourselves for the rain. It's going to rain at some point today, so don't be surprised when it comes down. Prepare yourself for it. You need a poncho? We have ponchos over here. We'll gladly give you one if you want one. That way you don't get as wet. We still deliver in the rain. People say your safety. I want you to think about that. If it's thunder and lightning, pull over. Pull over until we know what the weathercast is going to be and Amazon gives us an update. That way we can update you. Until then, if it's just raining, keep moving. But make sure you try to keep yourself dry as best as you can. Keep the phone closer to your chest, not like that so the top of it don't get wet. Because once it gets wet, it's going to be hard to flip it up and it's going to be hard to navigate it. So try to keep your phone, the top of your phones, as dry as possible. When you're approaching the door, get under there. If they got a roof, get under it. Then do your business, scanning, taking pictures, whatever you need to do in the dry. But walking up, you might want to keep it closer to you so it doesn't get wet. Mm-hmm. You know,
under the box,
under the box, definitely. Slow delivery rate. We've talked about this just a little bit. Slow delivery rate means that you get out slow and then pick up at the end. No, we want you to get out first. Because being in the red, Amazon sees what we see. And they start sending us post-accident what our rescue plan is for you. You don't want your name in the rescue plan because now they're watching you. Just as we're watching you. You don't want your name in that. You want them to respect you as a DA. You deserve to be respected. The work that you have done this year, the new guys coming on and the older people that's been here over the years, you guys have done fantastic work for Nutmeg. We are one of the top companies in our DSP clan because of the work that you do. I can't take credit for that. I give a credit to the people that do the work, and that's you. So we thank you for that. Look at him back there, boy. You ain't that good, Jerome. I'm calling you out because you back there doing it. I'm just joking. He's actually that good. I'm just picking. But at the end of the day, that's right. The more we increase our volume, the better we can do for you. If our volume goes down, so does everything else. So we have to make them respect us as a company and continue to up our volume. That's important. That's important. Last thing, I keep a list, a 30-day list of all the drivers that are not that good. Just make sure your name is not on my list. I don't want your name on the 30-day list. That means for 30 days you've been a bad driver. Now that peak is over with, I'm looking at that stuff. I'm looking at it. Pardon?
Can you use whiteout?
Huh?
Whiteout.
Can I white out somebody's name? No, yeah, I prefer if you white yourself out. And don't have me white you out. That wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. Follow, all I ask at the end of the day is that we follow the rules that all of you know by now. There's no rule that none of us don't know by now because you've been driving for a while. Follow the rules today. Do your best to keep the rules. Be focused and don't get unfocused until you return back to this lot. When you return to the lot and park that van, you can be whoever you choose to be at that point. Jump in your car, go 90 if you want to down the street. You might get caught, but you can go 90, but please not in the vans. I think, did I miss anything? Mr. David, did I miss anything? Oh, take care of David's vans. Seatbelts. Seatbelts are required. A lot of people are getting caught now because you got a few vans that you don't know about that has an interpersonal gadget in them that's telling on you. So you don't know what those vans are. We do. So that means you're not wearing your seatbelt properly. You're just clicking it and then sliding the top part over. If you have a camera van, it's now catching that waist. We had a gentleman here earlier this week correcting the cameras. I'm snitching on him. I'm letting you know that he was here. He made an adjustment on all camera vans. So if you're not wearing that seatbelt across your waist, it's going to get you. And then that little call from me, hey, can you please put your seatbelt on? I appreciate it. Thank you. Can you please put your seatbelt on? I appreciate it. Thank you. Can you put the... Don't get me to that point, please. I don't want to... No disrespect to any of you gentlemen and ladies here. I just want you to follow the rules. Is there any questions? Is there any questions that you may have of me right now that you would like to ask just before you go on the road? Any questions? Any questions? No natural dime. Yes, sir, Mr. Jerome Benjamin. Yes, sir. So, with that said, thank you. Have a wonderful, safe day. Go straight to load out. I'll see you over there. Peace.